Who would have thought? Behind the camera lights and the tight filming schedule of the Untamed, there were moments that made fans' hearts race. Yes, this isn't just a rumor or fan imagination. This time, the atmosphere was completely different. Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo are back in the spotlight after the release of behind-the-scenes footage that is said to be the moment when Xiao Zhan confessed his love to Wang Yibo. And what's even more shocking, Wang Yibo's reaction, which was even more naughty, heated up the atmosphere on set. It all started with a short video that was leaked from behind the scenes. In the video, Xiao Zhan is seen practicing his lines, while Wang Yibo stands behind him, watching him with a small smile that he can barely hide. When Xiao Zhan turns around, the two lock eyes. But it's not just a casual glance. It's an intense, deep gaze, like two people who have understood each other for a long time without needing words. And when the director called for the next take, Xiao Zhan smiled and said softly, "If I'm not careful, I could fall in love with you for real." Suddenly, the atmosphere around them fell silent for a moment, before the entire crew burst into laughter. But for fans who pay attention to every detail, those words sounded too real to be a joke. Instead of being surprised, Wang Yibo looked at Xiao Zhan with an expression that was difficult to interpret. His eyes narrowed slightly, the corners of his lips lifted, and he took a few steps closer. "Are you sure you're not in love?" he whispered, his teasing tone making everyone around them stifle their laughter, and perhaps feel a flush on their cheeks. That was the moment when their chemistry really exploded. Fans who rewatched the video repeatedly said, "That's not acting. Those are real feelings." And that's where the rumors started. Many said that the two had a very close relationship, even beyond friendship. It didn't stop there. In another moment, while filming a fight scene, Wang Yibo deliberately teased Xiao Zhan by pretending to hug him from behind. "If I really hugged you like this, could you still stay serious?" he said, holding back laughter. Xiao Zhan could only look down and cover his face, while the entire crew burst out laughing. However, interestingly, after the scene was over, Wang Yibo didn't immediately let go of his hand. He stared at Xiao Zhan a few seconds longer than he should have. There was a kind of closeness that felt so natural, like two people who already knew each other and were comfortable with each other without limits. Fans even called that moment a sweet mischief that couldn't be hidden. Because every time they looked at each other, the atmosphere changed. It became warm, intense, and full of emotions that couldn't be described in words. Some crew members revealed in interviews that behind the scenes, Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo did indeed have a special relationship. They often laughed together, helped each other, and even shared food between takes. One staff member said, "They're like two sides of a coin. When one is tired, the other comes to calm them down." There was also a moment when it rained on the set, and Wang Yibo unhesitatingly covered Xiao Zhan with his umbrella, even though he himself got wet. It was a small gesture that made everyone who saw it smile. In an old interview, when asked what his biggest impression was of working with Wang Yibo, Xiao Zhan replied in a soft but meaningful voice, "He is someone who always makes me want to be better. There is something calm yet strong about him. I feel safe when he is around." The word "safe" caused fans to immediately explode on social media. Because feeling safe isn't something that's commonly expressed in a professional context. It's a word that comes from the heart. And when an interviewer tried to joke by asking if he and Wang Yibo still communicated often, Xiao Zhan just smiled, looked down, and replied, "We still talk. Quite often." After the Untamed ended, many thought their closeness would diminish. But the opposite was true. They continued to support each other quietly, without many words, without excessive publicity. When Wang Yibo released a new project, Xiao Zhan was often seen giving subtle support, whether through likes, vague reposts, or even hidden comments that only true fans could catch. The two seemed to speak through small actions, not grand statements. It was as if the love between them didn't need to be announced with words. A consistent gaze and presence were enough. Although they rarely appear together now, Every time their names are mentioned in the same sentence, the public immediately feels a different vibe. It's as if their story isn't over yet, just waiting for a new chapter to be written. Fans call their relationship silent love, a relationship that doesn't need to be spoken aloud because it's too deep to explain. Some fans even believe that Xiao Zhan's confession on the set back then was not a coincidence, but a reflection of the feelings he had been harboring all this time. Meanwhile, Wang Yibo, with his calm and mysterious style, chose to respond with actions, not words. At one award show, the two were seen in the same room. Fans noticed how Wang Yibo turned to look at Xiao Zhan several times, and how Xiao Zhan, with his gentle smile, looked down every time their eyes met. No words were spoken, but the atmosphere spoke louder than anything. Everyone knew. They still understood each other, were still connected, still loved each other, in a way that only the two of them understood. Did Xiao Zhan really confess his love? Or was it just a sweet joke on set? No one knows for sure. But what is clear is that whatever happened between them has left a deep mark on the hearts of fans around the world. The chemistry they created was not just acting. It was emotion, sincerity, and a connection so real that it was difficult to forget. Perhaps this is why every time the names Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo are mentioned together, the world seems to pause for a moment. Because we all know there is something between them, something that cannot be explained, but can be felt. Love sometimes appears in unexpected places, even in the middle of a busy filming set. And perhaps, as Xiao Zhan once said in a teasing but honest tone, "If I'm not careful, I could fall in love for real." Maybe, just maybe, he already has. And Wang Yibo is the reason. Do you think the feelings between them are real, or just part of their professional chemistry? Share your thoughts in the comments section, because the story between Xiao Zhan and Wang Yibo isn't over yet. And who knows, the next chapter might be hotter than we ever imagined.